Hey everyone, it's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a really great potluck dish. This is a great summer dish. I make tons of these all summer long. It's like a crisp or a cobbler, but it's just got a few ingredients, super simple. You're not going to want to miss it. All right, I'm just going to say the name. Dump cake, okay? It's the worst name in the entire world for a cake, but that's what it is. You dump everything into your pan and you bake it. That's it. That's what I love about this cake. There's so many different variations of it, and it ends up tasting more like a crisp or a cobbler, but it starts with a cake mix and pie filling, and it's super simple. Dump cakes have just a few ingredients: pie filling or some sort of fruit, cake mix, and butter. And so since there's only a few ingredients, we want to make sure and use the best ingredients out there, which is why I'm using Challenge butter. This is my favorite kind of butter. I've been using it my whole life. I'm using unsalted today, which is in the blue package. So you want to make sure and pick up a box of that. And let's get in the kitchen and make our dump cake. Today's recipe is a blueberry cobbler like dump cake. So it's all blueberry with the cake mix and the butter. But there's so many different ways you can make this, and we'll talk about that later. But first, let's make blueberry cobbler, AKA blueberry dump cake. Now, the magic of a dump cake is that you put the fruit and then the cake mix, and then you spread the butter all over the top, and in the oven the butter melts and kind of makes the top of the cake mix all crusty and crumbly like a crumble. So in order to get the butter spread evenly over the top of the cake mix, I have a little trick for you. I like to freeze it first and then I grate it. So the first thing you're going to do is grab your box of Challenge butter. You're going to measure out 12 tablespoons of butter, put it on a freezer safe plate, pop it in the freezer, and let it sit for at least 30 minutes so it can get hard enough for you to hold it while you're grating it. Meanwhile, I'm going to make my cake in the pan. So the magic of a dump cake is you dump everything into the pan. So today I'm starting with 1 can of blueberry pie filling, which I'm going to spread in the bottom of a 9 by 13 inch pan. Then I'm going to sprinkle 2 cups of frozen blueberries over the top. You can use fresh or frozen. You can also omit these and just use 2 cans of pie filling instead, your choice. Then I'm going to sprinkle 1 package of yellow cake mix all over the top. You can use yellow cake mix or white. I just like the flavor of the yellow one. This is a regular size package. It averages around 15 ounces if you look at the box. You can use any brand that you want. And then it's time to deal with our butter. So grab that out of the freezer and then use just a regular box grater and grate your 12 tablespoons of butter. This is going to help you spread it over the top of the cake mix. Once the butter's all grated, spread it evenly over the top of the cake mix. And that's it. Dump and bake. It's the easiest cake you can ever make. I'm going to bake this in a 350-degree oven for about 40 to 50 minutes until all the butter is melted and kind of cooked into the cake mix and made it nice and crunchy, and the fruit will be bubbling up around the sides. And that's it. Our cake is baked. Look how gorgeous it is. It smells, you can smell that, it smells like cake because it has a cake mix, but the blueberries smell, and the blueberries are all like baked around the sides and bubbling up through the center. I can't wait to taste it. I love serving it with some ice cream on top and nice and warm. Oh, it's delicious. Now let's talk a little bit more about different flavors of dump cake. There are so many different kinds you can make. Basically, the base recipe is either 2 cans of pie filling, any flavors, or a can of pie filling and about 2 to 3 cups of fruit, a cake mix, and 12 tablespoons of butter. So you can make so many different flavors. I've made cherry berry with cherry and blueberry. I've made pineapple upside down cake with pineapple and cherry. I've made apple. I've made so many different flavors of this dump cake. You're just limited by your imagination. Just make sure that you use really good ingredients like Challenge butter. Leave me a comment and let me know what kind of dump cake you're gonna make first. I'm gonna go serve myself up some of this cobbler with some nice ice cream while you keep watching.